Well guys, I got a bit of an unboxing video for you. Out on Blu-ray is Men in Black 3. Of course it is the third installment in the Men in Black series. Now I was in at the Walmart store doing some Christmas type shopping and bumped into, of course, the display. And of course they wanted like 30 bucks or so for the Men in Black 3 Blu-ray set. So I found another display just a little bit over from it that happened to be the Men in Black trilogy, which includes the Part 1, which was filmed in 1997, Part 2, which was filmed in 2002, and then Part 3 here, which was released in 2012. Now of course, being this is a trilogy box set, it has some extra features. Of course, it includes all three of the Men in Black films, as well as a little worm guy type of figure. Now, of course, some people would say, hey, why you open this up? This is some kind of fancy collector's item. You should keep it for 100 years, and maybe it'd be worth 10 bucks more than you actually paid for it. But it's just an object, it's just a movie, it's just a box set, so let's cut into her and, see what's inside. So of course, removing the wonderful plastic overwrap, we'll peel her on back. Taking off the plastic, just take a little tour of the box itself. Of course, on the front you have the fascia of the box here with what tells you what it is, the trilogy, the little worm guy figure, and what it includes in the kit. And it says for ages 14 up only, so I'm assuming there's small parts in the figure itself, as well as there's probably might also be a parental type of rating on the movies being their subject matter too. Now you turn her over, of course, you get a better look at the worm guy figure themselves. And on the back it kind of gives you a rundown, if you will, on all three of the Men in Black movies. Going back to the first original one in '97, and then the Men in Black 2, which was 2002, and then the Men in Black 3 themselves. Then over here on the other side, of course, you have another worm guy figure itself. So we'll slide off the little dust cover here, exposing the box. That's pretty much an all four-sided worm guy figured box. And you got the lid at the top, and the bottom, of course, is just a nice black box. So we'll pry open this little flap, exposing the inner contents themselves. And of course you have more of that wonderful foam. So we'll slide that on out and see what's inside. So you come across your first disc, of course, is the Men in Black trilogy. Now this is a single disc collection, of course, but it has 3 Blu-rays on it, which kind of does save space in the Blu-ray cabinet, rather than having 3 taking up, whatever that would be, 2 inches of space. You only have 1 taking up the same. And of course, that must mean this big hunk of foam is the worm guy figurine. So of course, she's all taped nicely. You can't even get a look inside unless you break the tape seal. And that's pretty much what we're about to do here. Okay, so once we're confident we got her cut on open, we can pry her on through, exposing the little worm guy figure. It's kind of one of those little, if you will, kind of a spring-loaded little jobby here. And it's sort of like those bobblehead figures you had back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And there she is, pretty much, right there. Of course, the thing you're interested in the most, the movie itself. So we'll tear on into that. Again, removing the wonderful plastic overwrapping. Now, of course, you have the Blu-ray dust jacket, sliding that on off. And you have a nice, wonderful Blu-ray type case. It's not all, looks at all like a Blu-ray type case at all. It actually looks more like a book. You open it on up and find the Blu-rays themselves. Of course, it kind of gives you a rundown between the, you know, throughout the movies. You remember the first one, and you remember the second one, and then the scenes, you know, throughout, right? Onto the second one here. This is the scenes from the second movie, of course. You know, who remembers little Frank there, the pug. And then onto the third one here, which I haven't even seen myself at all yet. Judging by the commercials you see, Will Smith has to go back in time to recruit, I think, Agent J and bring him back to the future, if I understand the commercials correctly. I may be wrong. But that's just a look at what's inside of the box set trilogy. Of course, you have the, you know, the Blu-rays themselves and the little worm guy. But yeah, guys, that pretty much concludes the unboxing video of the Men in Black trilogy box set. Probably can be found at pretty much any of your local retailers that sells, you know, Blu-ray discs as DVDs and all that as well. So, you know, if you are interested, look online as well. I'm sure in a little bit eBay will have a pile of these as well. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.